Garrity and Nicky Henderson combining again. 2 is Rock on Ruby, Noel Feely. Number 3 is Sapphire River, who's out. 4, Third Intention, Joe Tizard. 5,000 Stars, Paul Townend. And number 6 is Zarkanda, Ruby Walsh and Paul Nicholls.
Today. Yeah, Paul Townend, champion jockey in Ireland last year. He's second jockey to William Mullins behind Ruby. And of course, on days when Ruby rides for Paul Nicholls, he comes in for a very good ride here.
The Irish have a pretty good record in this race. They've won it every year between 2005 and 2009. All of those 5 wins coming courtesy of Al Ella, who loved this, used to absolutely farm this race. So Third Intention there, Joe Tizard riding for his father Colin.
Yeah, this is a nice type of horse. I think this is a horse definitely that'll be good over fences too. He's a solid type. The faster they go, the better it will suit this fella. He travels quite keenly in these races.
And Sapphire River is a non-runner. So just take a look at the market then. 2-1 Zarkanda, 9-4 Oscar Whiskey, Rock on Ruby 5-2. Those 3 really close together. Punters cannot make up their minds. 1,000 Stars then at 7-1, and Third Intention is the outsider. Tactically, what do you think is going to happen?
I think that could be the problem here. What's going to make the run? Just watch the way the 2 of them have come out. They're almost leading the pack. The rest of the jockeys happy to get a lead from Ruby and Noel Feely. It looks like they're going to set the pace, and it looks like it'll be slow.
Well, exactly. You can almost tell now, Jim, that they're not going to set off very fast.
Boys, all right? Come on.
Yes, it'll be very, very different later on in our big one. That's for sure. We won't see them ambling to the Tapes International. That's it. They're off and running in this John Smith's Aintree Hurdle. And can Oscar Whiskey win it in consecutive years? Stepping off in the lead is the champion hurdler. That's Rock on Ruby. Leads by 3 to 4 lengths as they draw towards the first of 11, and he pops over it in economical style. From in second, Zarkanda, and now going second on the inside is Oscar Whiskey. Just taking a bit of a hold early as they come to the second, and in behind them the grey 1,000 Stars, and Third Intention is last of the quintet. 1,000 Stars not fluent at that, just wrapped it pretty hard, but no damage done as they continue their journey down to the far corner of the course and turning left-handed now and racing back towards home. It's Rock on Ruby who shows the way for Noel Feely by 3 parts of a length to Oscar Whiskey in second. We see a good aerial shot of them, and this magnificent racetrack here at Liverpool, here at Aintree. And on the inside, it's Rock on Ruby showing the way. From in second, Oscar Whiskey, tucked in behind them, the grey 1,000 Stars. On his outside, Zarkanda, and 2 lengths away is Third Intention. So they swing into the home straight. Noel Feely, who rides State of Play in the Grand National, bidding to make all the running here on Rock on Ruby. Leads by 1.5 lengths to Barry Garrity, who's on Shakalaka Boom Boom. In the big one, he's on Oscar Whiskey here as they head over the next one. Then on the inside is the grey 1,000 Stars, ridden by Paul Townend, who'll be aboard the Midnight Club. Then Zarkanda, ridden by Ruby Walsh, who's aboard on his own in the big one, and 2 lengths away then is Third Intention, Joe Tizard. Heading up the home straight towards flight number 5. And Rock on Ruby shows the way by 1 length to Oscar Whiskey, the outside. 1,000 Stars getting a fraction closer on the inner. They're followed 1 length away by Zarkanda, who's well and truly in touch, and the tempo has not been strong at all in the first circuit. And last of the 5 runners is Third Intention. Rock on Ruby the leader though as they go to the judge. There's been virtually no change in the order from the outset. Rock on Ruby by 1 length to Oscar Whiskey in second. 1 length away then is the grey, which is 1,000 Stars travelling on the inside. 1/2 length away is Zarkanda, and 1 length further back then is Third Intention. And 5 lengths covers the field as they draw towards the back once again, back where they started. And Rock on Ruby still the leader by 1/2 length to in second place Oscar Whiskey. 1 length away 1,000 Stars, 1/2 length Zarkanda, and 3 parts away is Third Intention. So they head towards the 6th. The first one down the back, a row of 3 coming towards them, and the faller there is Zarkanda. Zarkanda has gone. Zarkanda a heavy fall at the rear of the field. Horse up on his feet okay. Ruby Walsh sitting up, but it was a heavy fall. So they head towards the next now. This is flight number 7. Rock on Ruby shows the way from Oscar Whiskey. And then 1,000 Stars, and further back Third Intention. And just looking back to see how Ruby is after that fall. He's still on the ground as they come to 4 out. and it's Rock on Ruby who steps over it in the lead from Oscar Whiskey. And the ambulance attendants are over with Ruby Walsh, who took a very heavy fall there at the first one down the back, as they head towards the back now, or leave the back now, and head across the top of the track. And it's Rock on Ruby showing the way from in second place, Oscar Whiskey. In behind them then is 1,000 Stars. Half a length further back is Third Intention as they continue their journey now towards the entrance to the home straight. Rock on Ruby, Noel Feely, this champion hurdler, bidding to make every yard. Leads by 3 parts of a length to Oscar Whiskey, who looms large, last year's winner. 2 lengths away then 1,000 Stars, and a gap in the field to Third Intention. Into the home straight, 3 left to jump. Rock on Ruby, the far side. He comes to 3 out. He steps over it in the lead. From in second, Oscar Whiskey. Ruby Walsh is on his feet. Then in third is 1,000 Stars. They've got 2 left to jump now. Rock on Ruby, the far side, lands over to neck up. Oscar Whiskey coming at him hard. Now the grey 1,000 Stars is now switched out and coming at the pair of them. They've got 1 left to jump on the Aintree Hurdle. They draw towards the last. 3 in line. Oscar Whiskey touches down in the lead from Rock on Ruby. 1,000 Stars now called on for an effort. It's the same as last year, maybe. Oscar Whiskey in front. 1,000 Stars down the outside. Oscar Whiskey is clinging to this lead. 50 yards left to go. Oscar Whiskey fighting hard. It's a replica of last year. Oscar Whiskey gets there. From in second, 1,000 Stars, the same one too. Then in third is Rock on Ruby, and fourth and last is Third Intention. So Oscar Whiskey has scrambled home from 1,000 Stars. The first 2 horses home as last year. And good news that Ruby Walsh up on his feet